Anytime the word strategy comes to mind, then we're talking about a direction and scope of an organization over the long term. We're looking at that strategy that the organization chooses to adopt must be able to match the resources of the organization to its changing environment like the market the organization is playing in, the customers that the organization expects to serve or will serve, and the related stakeholders in themselves. Strategy determines the direction where the organization is going. It is a ploy. It is specific maneuver to outwit a competitor. While understanding the external environment in terms of the political environment, in terms of technological environment that the organization tends to play in, your strategy determines your competitive advantage, and it has to do with a long-term plan. Now, how do we now relate this to human resources? In trying to give a breakdown of what your HR strategy should be, an HR strategy actually takes two positions. One is an all-encompassing overall or general HR strategy, then a specific focus on a specific area of HR. What do we mean by the overall HR strategy? Overall HR strategy describes the general intention of the organization about how people should be managed and developed, and what steps should be taken to ensure that the organization can attract, retain its people that it needs, and ensure that employees are committed, motivated, and engaged. Now, the overall HR strategy tends to one, create the broad statement. Then, in terms of the various approaches to human resources, we could have a high performance management organization, which means the major focus is on performance. We could have an high involvement management system or a high commitment management HR strategy. Now, each of these overall strategy tends to send the general objective or the overall strategic objective for human resources. Then when we now start to get specific, we are looking at what is the strategy we are going to adopt for talent resourcing. What are we going to do when it comes to talent management? How are we going to handle training and learning and development? How are we going to handle reward management? How are we going to handle employee relations? When you start to get specific into these various areas of HR, then you're looking at the specific human resource strategies.